What were some of the biggest learnings that you're using running boxing on the ESPN platform and bringing it over to the zone and really incorporating new strategies in there as well too?
Well, look, what I learned, one is you need a good partner, and Bob Arum and Top Rank were good partners for us. And you need an experienced partner. You need to have good fighters. And I didn't learn, there's nothing magical or nothing revelatory. You need good partners, you need good fighters, you need good fights.
Absolutely. And
I'm learning the subscription business, which is different, right? At ESPN, we were in the pay television business. DAZN is in the subscription business.
And with that being said, you're working with a lot of different partners and promoters right now. We've seen some landmark occasions where HBO and Showtime have worked in the past with like Tyson Holyfield and that like. Do you foresee yourself working with another OTT platform to make that one big fight, perhaps, that fans are going to be calling for? Is that kind of?
We certainly are open to that. We don't have old habits and old traditions. We're brand new. We will do anything that makes sense for us to do in the long run to build our business. So yes is the answer.
And with such an aggressive strategy that you have in boxing right now, obviously Gennady Golovkin was courted by so many different other platforms and promoters as well too. Do you think there was a sizable market for you to seize with boxing? Is that why DAZN is so aggressive with what it's been accomplishing so far?
Yes, and the answer is, and the reason is because pay-per-view is a place where sports fans have been paying for content. So it is natural transition to pay for a subscription to get boxing content. And not only that, we're going to allow you to pay less money than you used to pay to get a larger collection of fights. So we're providing a greater value. So that's why this makes economic sense. It's why it makes sense for the fans. And it's why we can do these kind of deals, because the economics of lifetime subscriptions works.
Absolutely. And with Golovkin being also a global brand ambassador as well too, kind of like what you've done with Ronaldo and Neymar, what's that seat at the table hold for him as far as like some of the responsibilities that he's going to have helping promoting and marketing the platform?
Look, you heard Gennady say several times he's a partner. I think you actually ask everybody to buy a subscription. So that's part of the global ambassador role. Ask everybody you see to buy a subscription. So no, it's just being a partner, right? It's doing the things you need to do to promote fights, to promote the service, to help us do the marketing. You saw Canelo in ads, talking about his being on DAZN. So that's what it involves.
And with you being at the company for as long as you have right now with the Perform Group, what's been your biggest learning experience as compared to ESPN days?
The biggest learning experience is, one, I've learned a lot more about boxing than I knew, and two, I've learned a lot more about the world of sports than I knew, right? I mean, we're busy trying to figure out how to build businesses in Japan and Germany and Italy and Canada. We just launched in Spain, we're going to launch in Brazil. So it's getting the worldwide experience of how the local market works. And it's also about the subscription business.
And during Mobile World Congress, there are some reports out there that you have a very sizable budget that's bordering above $2 billion. Where do you plan on spending most of that money moving forward? And in what arenas can we expect?
Look, remember, we're getting ready to launch in our 9th country. And sports rights are expensive, but we have a disciplined approach to how we spend the money and how many subs we believe it will translate into around the world. We have more subs, and I won't tell you how many we have, but we have more subs around the world than any other over-the-top platform in the world. So that's what we're doing. That's what we're working on. And remember, people throw around big numbers. A lot of these deals are for a long time. We have a deal, I think this is public knowledge, with the WTA for 10 years. So we have a deal with FIBA for multiple years. We have a deal with Canelo, that was public. Very few of these deals are that public. That is for 11 fights in 5 years. So you add it all up, it's a lot of money. You can start doing the math of how much 1 million subscriptions is worth, and you see it's worth a lot of money.